Much. What are you guys showing off here?
This is Bisimoto's 2014 Viper that he's building.
Oh yeah?
It's not complete yet. He's done some suspension work to it. A couple aero items, the front splitter, the side skirts, and the spoiler on the back. Different wheels, those are one-off wheels. Okay. Everything right now is in prototype stages.
Yeah.
But it will be available as a kit. But his goal is build this thing up. His goal is to do twin turbo.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So it'll be insane, I'm sure, when he's done.
Yeah, I've looked into buying a Viper for a couple years now, and I feel like the prices are on the rise now that they stopped making them. And
he picked this. He was here about an hour ago, and he said he just picked this one up shortly before all the prices went up, and he said the value on them is just.
Oh man, I gotta leave SEMA and go get a Viper right now. Then, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but one of the things I remember looking at them is, you know, there's not a whole lot of mods out there just because they were such a specialty produced
limited,
car,
yeah.
and one of the other things is those 6-bolt wheels. Like, there's like no other cars. You know, there's trucks and stuff that use the 6 bolts, but no other cars. So it's really hard to find wheels, and when you do find them, they're $6 grand or whatever. So.
Yeah, I know this stuff's not gonna be cheap that he's making. It never is, but it never is when you're buying quality either.
Right, right.
Gotta have that expectation.
So is anything under the hood done then yet, or?
He put our ignition coils in there. It comes stock with NGK plugs, different air filter, and then he did a tune on it. So we went from about 630, these things come with stock, I believe. In 2014, he's right around 700 now, just under 700.
Jeez. Can we pop the hood and take a look?
I don't have the keys.
No?
Fortunately, I
can't. Do you even know how to pop the hood on a Viper?
I know it's a flip forward.
It's a what? Yeah, I know that, yeah.
Flips forward.
I was at the auto show a couple years ago in Chicago, and I looked everywhere inside the car. You know, I looked in the trunk, I looked underneath in the console, I looked where it would normally be, and I looked in the glove box.
I think it's
right here.
Something. Okay,
it's right here. Yeah.
Okay. I knew it was somewhere. It's not inside the car.
Yeah, it's right here. You can feel it.
The car's got to be unlocked.
And actually, I don't think it does have to be unlocked. But if you open it while it's locked, the alarm will go off. Okay. So if you ever want to piss a Viper owner, well, you know, piss off a Viper owner, just open the trunk.
Yeah, that wouldn't be.
Open his hood. Yeah. So.
What gimbal is that?
The Zhiyun Crane.
It's nice.
It's pretty good. I like it.
Yeah.
It gets heavy after a while. Your arm is really hurting.
Especially with the microphone on top.
Yeah. I got all the bells and whistles on here. Nice. So yeah, for a while I had a zoom lens too, and I had like another thing that went down here so I could control the zoom. But you know,
it's really heavy.
Well, yeah. One of the problems is like people see you with this camera and they're like, oh, no filming allowed here. You know, like you have to have a permit. You know, they think because I have this sophisticated setup that I'm automatically, you know, with the media. And, you know, they're like, oh, it's okay if you film with your cell phone, but you can't be here with professional equipment, you know, so whatever. People don't know what they're talking about sometimes. But
it's nice for shows like this, you can walk around and you don't have to
absolutely, yeah.
You don't have to be shaking.
Yeah.
You do whatever you want with it.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
What else you guys showing here? Just your spark plug and stuff in the...
Yeah. Plugs, wires.
Anything you can tell me about those?
Coils. I don't know if you're familiar with NGK ignition coils, but it's a recent development. Within the last year, we started releasing these ignition coils.
Okay, yeah, I've been using your spark plugs for years, my jet ski, so.
Well, you should be using them in your car too.
Yeah?
For sure, unless you're driving a diesel, then you got to run some glow plugs. But, yeah, definitely be using them in your car. I mean, you want to run the best.
You guys don't have anything that competes with like the Diamond Fire, where it's got like the multiple tips in there? Nothing like that yet?
No.
No? Okay.
You find me some proof that that's better.
Just what I've heard, you know. I've heard of the commercials and stuff.
Somebody's really good at marketing.
Yeah, it's probably what it is. Yeah.
There's a reason why these race teams use NGK plugs.
Really? Okay.
And we don't make that multi-ground electrode plug. There's a reason.
Yeah.
There's a reason why a 2014 Dodge Viper with 630 horse from the factory is running an NGK plug from the factory.
Probably, yeah. I don't know, I've heard all kinds of stupid stuff. I remember one time on Horsepower TV, they even did a test where they showed whichever way you orient your plugs could pick up like 5 horsepower. I don't know.
It's called indexing?
Indexing, yeah.
Under certain circumstances, yes. you could index the plug and you could gain power.
Really?
Potentially, depending on the situation. It's all about flame front control.
Yeah.
You want your flame front to fire across the entire cylinder. So it's all about that control. It's all about getting that in the proper place, because you got to figure that ground electrode almost acts as a
little barrier.
A little wall.
Yeah.
So if you're trying to shoot your flame front out this direction and then your ground electrode's right there, you're blocking part of it.
Yeah.
So you index it so it doesn't block it.
Gotcha.
I was talking to a guy yesterday. He's running a 2,500 horse. What is it? I think it was a 2JZ motor, twin turbo, 2,500 horse, and asking about plugs and stuff. And he's running our plugs. We sponsor him actually. He's running in a drag car, and he doesn't index his plugs. So I don't know how much power you would gain, but if this guy's running 2,500 horse and he's not indexing plugs, the average user probably doesn't have to worry about it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you learn something new every day. You know, I know about gapping. I've never actually had to do it before. I know about, like, you know, colder plugs and hotter plugs and stuff like that. But
just one thing to be careful when you're gapping is especially with the iridium and platinum plugs, those tips get really small. So just be careful that if you're sticking something in there to gap it, you're using the proper tool and you don't just stick a screwdriver in there and break that tip.
Oh, no way, yeah. Yeah, so what is the benefit of iridium? It's a better conductor, or it lasts longer with the spark?
It lasts longer, exactly, yeah. And if you look, like we get the nickel plugs here, where they, the center electrode there it's bigger. So the spark has more areas that it can jump off of.
Yeah.
What we want is a real crisp, consistent, concise spark. And that's what we're seeing. Like if you get these platinum plugs here, the G-Powers, you can see that tip is really small.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So that spark has a smaller area of where it's going to spark. It's going to be more consistent.
Gotcha.
And it's going to be a crisper spark. That's why the spark wants to jump from sharp edge to sharp edge.
Yeah.
Like the V-Powers there, that's why there's a V groove in there. It gives it more option to jump. It's not, in theory, it's not going to jump in the exact same spot every time. But that's why we want to do that.
Okay.
So,
probably the same thing like welding. On a TIG welder, you want to have that little electrode sharpened.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. It gives it a nice, clean, crisp, concise spot to go.
So what is the reason spark plugs fail in the first place? Is it just all the electricity that's going through it, it's vaporizing a little part of that, or is it the carbon buildup, or just...
Well, it's a little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything, or just the heat cycles? I guess I really don't know. I just know that they go bad.
Heat cycle's a big deal. It all depends on you know, wear. You know, as a plug wears, the gap increases.
Oh, the gap, yeah.
You see that more so with the nickel plugs, the older plugs, where you're going to get excessive gap. Heat cycling is hard on them. I mean, I don't know. I know there's more to it, but
yeah, I guess everything fails, you know, eventually. So
and it's a maintenance item, and you got to figure the environment that they're in. It's a harsh environment.
Oh yeah, lots of heat,
lots of pressure.
Yeah. All right, man. Hey, well, good talking to you.
All right.
Thanks for showing me around.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Take care.